Hi, my name's J. Ed Raniker. The J is for John, which my family chose never to use, and so I just use it officially. But what I go by all my life is Ed or Eddie or Edward. But anyway, getting to the issue, I'm a trash or a folk artist, and I make things. I like the title trash artist because most everything I make is made out of things that most people would throw in the garbage. And I try to turn them into art, which you can see behind me, several of my works. And I'm in my spare bedroom / art gallery. And this is where I display everything. And I do different types of art and whatever comes to me. Some years ago when I retired, I needed something to do. I was in the construction business for 30 years. And I needed something to do. So one day I was down in my garage. I'm very lucky to I have a big garage, heated garage. So I kind of turned a portion of that into my studio, and where I can do it all winter. Temperature stays in the 60s all winter. So it came in very handy. So one day I was down there and I was throwing away some excess things that I had from construction, wood, plastic, metal, whatever. And I looked at something and I saw something and I said, let me see if I can create something out of this. That's artsy. And one of my first things is right up here, this one. That was one of the first ones I ever did. And came out okay, good enough to display. And from there it took off. And I decided to see different ways that I could produce things. So originally I had some leftover masonite board and some paneling, and I turned that all into my canvas. Now what I discovered, I got a few things. I got a TV, 55-inch TV, and I noticed the box was a very heavy-duty cardboard, very stiff. And I said, this would make a great canvas. And so what I did, a lot of my stuff now, and you can see here, this is a box from a Dell monitor. Very hard, doesn't bend, it's really very rigid. So I spray this with primer, and then what I do from there, I do a background. And I come up with different things, and originally I didn't think of it, but I would display things on it. I'll give you an example of what happens. Some of these things that I have in front of me, you'll recognize. And I turn things into, for instance, this. This is a vitamin bottle, a vitamin C bottle. And I turned it over one day and I said to my wife, what do you see? And she said, I don't see anything, I see a bottle. I saw a flower. So what I did, cut the bottom off of this. I cut strips, kind of made them in the shape of a leaf. That was my first undertaking. And this was the first step. This became this. So what I did is, I saw one of my original ones, I saw a sunflower. I said, how can I turn this into a sunflower? I sprayed it again with my, primer. I got some yellow paint. And I decided, what would I do for the centerpiece? And what worked out absolutely fantastic was this can top for the inside. Now what I would do with this, and I'll show you in a minute, I'd bang it out to give it a texture and give it a little dome shape. And I could make it look almost like a seed pod. And then here I would do another one just like this. And I'd insert the leaves at maybe a little shorter length or approximately the same for my sunflower to fill in the whole sunflower. And that was it. The beauty of the can tops is I can cut these to, there's different size circles on there. So it gives me the ability to cut them up to different sizes. Comes in very handy. One of the best things, and variety of different things, is the 2-liter bottle. This is the best. And I gotta show you this. Oh, I'm gonna show you something. This, most of this, oh, I'm dropping everything, excuse me. I have to retrieve my bottle. Most of this was made from a 2-liter bottle. This part is the bottle turned upside down with this top cut off. These are these little humps on here. When you cut them out, they become the petals on the flower. What's left over in between, when I cut them out, is this right here. So you can do a variety of different things. Now also, when I cut it out, the sunflower, I can do in a different color with a different insert and make it something different. This little thing here is from the bottle of, I think a cranberry juice, a half-gallon cranberry juice. It's actually in the bottom. If you go to the supermarket, you turn it upside down, you'll see what you got. This I cut out, and that was kind of time consuming. That was a white bottle. I forget what it was from. I think it was some kind of vitamin. But you can see the variety of things that you can do. This is a dishwasher detergent, the green. I didn't have to paint that or anything. I just, this to get this effect, I just put a grill. I had a thing for the barbecue grill, and I put that over it and sprayed through it. And it gave kind of a nice little texture there to it. So that's one way. So that's another way we did it. A variety of different littler bottles gives you smaller petals and everything. You cut them straight and give them shape, where you can do all kinds of things. Also, from detergent bottles, all different colors, beautiful plastic. You can do all kinds of cutouts in this in different colors. You don't have to paint it. They're beautiful colors. Come in very handy. So, so to give you an example of the cardboard and how it starts out, this is just a piece of very rigid cardboard. And I do my background. And some of them, I don't even put anything on. Some of them I just leave as abstracts. So that gives you a good example of that type of thing. Now also, what I do, I take some of the items. You can see one behind me. This was kind of a mistake in a way, because I had heated some of them and they got very distorted. And I was ready to throw them away. I said, you know what? I'm going to make a work with weird flowers, as strange as I can make them. So I tried to come up with strange paint jobs and different things on them to make them look strange. And I called that the Mad Hatter's Garden, because, you know, the Mad Hatter was always a little nuts. So that's how that all came about. But you can see around me, I have different things that, different ideas. There's one up there that I call a triple eclipse. Now, also what I do, I normally, this time of year, I would go to art shows. And I would sell, not the originals. What I do a photocopy on canvas. And I'll give you an example. They came out fantastic. I was really very happy. Here's one to show you. This is a photocopy on canvas of the one right behind me. And it's almost identical. It's almost three-dimensional. So, came out very nicely. I'm very happy with it. So the company is, and I would sell this. Something like this I'd sell probably for about $125, which I think is reasonable. I sign it, do a limited edition, and usually they go pretty quick. I usually can sell out at the show. So that's one more. I have one more to show you. This is one out in the living room. It's a large one. This is my sunflowers. This is one of my very early ones. And as you can see, what I showed you before, that this became this became that, and then I just cut the leaves out of green plastic like that. This was some tubing I had left over, painted it, and that was it. And it came out, I thought it came out very nice. This one sells like hotcakes. This is probably the favorite that most people will enjoy. So anyway, that's who I am, and that's what I do. And if you like what you see, and you'd like to follow me, most of this occurred, I haven't been to any art shows because of the pandemic. And I've been at home. I'll be able to create. I can make these films. So if you enjoy this and you want to follow and see what I do, probably there's going to be a pretty good time span between this and the next related video. Unless I make something new and I'll show you how I do it. But probably next spring before I can get to any shows because of the pandemic. But thanks for watching. If you like what you see, press the like and give me a subscribe. You got nothing to lose. I do other things too on my channel. It's kind of eclectic. I don't have an actual niche at this time. And I'm trying to find it, but I don't care. This is a hobby with me. I'm not really looking to make a ton of money. I'm not rich, but I don't need the money. I can do as I want pretty much. And I'm going to do a travel video next year. I'm going to be doing the month of April. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching.